Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, hi. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Hi, Usha. Good evening.
Hello, Usha.
Yeah, hi. How are you all?
Doing good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm fine. Good. Thank you. Let's just wait for one more. How is the climate there? Is that good? Cool? Hot?
It's summer for us. We live in Tennessee. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am from Texas. Here also summer.
Oh.
Watch the stairs.
Yeah, it's raining. In evenings, it's almost all the day it's raining.
Okay. So, is there any Indians or all are born and brought up in US?
There are Indians at our
We are
place. Too
Indian.
many
Yeah,
Indians
Indians.
in North
Okay.
Carolina.
But yeah, Indians in this band. I think so. Most of the people.
Yes.
I heard someone is from North Carolina. I am from North
Yes.
Carolina too.
Oh, I am
Oh.
from North Carolina.
Oh, hi Rajashri.
I can tell.
Even I am also.
I'm also from North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow.
Hi,
Then you
I'm
guys
from
will
North
definitely
Carolina.
meet.
Yeah. But we meet here first time.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I and
live in
Rajeshri,
Cary.
we both are neighbors.
Yeah. We are in
Oh.
same community.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Who both?
Hello?
Hello.
Who are the neighbors here?
Me, I am Rajashri.
Uh-huh.
I'm Kavita.
Oh, nice. Where are you from, Usha?
I'm from India.
Yeah. We know that from road place. We are
Andhra.
asking place.
Which
Andhra,
part?
Andhra.
Hyderabad.
Vishakhapatnam.
Oh,
Oh,
Telugu
okay.
then. You are.
I can comfortably speak Telugu.
Yeah. We speak Telugu too.
I have
I-
a few friends. They speak Telugu.
If I start Telugu, many will end up.
No. I will right now.
I can't understand.
Yeah, see.
I am from
Okay, let's
Kerala.
give a chance for the boys because boys are very calm in the sessions. I'm not sure whether I can see only one boy right now. So, I always pronounce wrong. Bexor, Ahmadav. I'm sorry if I pronounce wrong. So, where are you from?
Yeah, hi. I'm from New York, originally
Yeah.
from Uzbekistan.
Wow. So, what are your hobbies?
Could you repeat one more time, please?
I'm sorry.
Could you repeat?
Could you repeat one more time the question?
What are your hobbies?
A hobby?
Yes.
I don't have a hobby. I just
You
want to
don't
learn
know.
the. No,
He's
I'm
not
just
understanding,
using
I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
he understand. He is saying that I don't have any hope.
You don't have what you will be doing in after this session. What you're going to do?
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, sleep probably.
In daily life. I'm asking not after. Like reading books, watching, playing, traveling.
No, I'm using the website called Udacity, I think, to study. Otherwise, I just go home and then come here study. No time to do anything. Sometimes I go to the museums. In New York, a lot of museums.
Yeah, I have been to one of the museum in New York. It was really, really good. I don't know. Yeah, it was lot of museums in New York. You are right.
Yeah, there's a museum line. So I was in Guggenheim Museum, Natural History Museum, many here. So Ice Cream Museum,
Yes.
Wow.
many places to visit. You're not gonna get bored.
Oh, yeah, it's a good city. Not good. It's a great city.
So what about you, Ravi?
Not so good,
What are- Yep. Yes, if you want to continue, you can.
You are recording this session, right?
That's okay, guys. Come on, let's have some fun.
Just I confirm that the
Yeah,
recording.
I know. I know. It's okay. Not at all a problem. No one will see. No one will come and shout at us. Don't worry about it.
Rajshri,
Hi,
sorry,
friends.
Usha, which
Yeah.
which place you are from?
I'm from Vizag.
Oh, Vizag. Okay.
Isaac is very nice place.
Yeah.
Mine
We
also
visited Vizag, Vijayawada, and Hyderabad too.
Wow. Yeah, when you're coming to India, I can come till Hyderabad.
Yeah, yeah.
So what
Hello?
about you, Ravi?
For me?
Ravi Tupakula.
Okay.
Okay. I think.
Hi. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your hobbies?
Yeah, I'm Ravi Tupakula. I'm from
Your voice is breaking.
Yeah. Your voice is
hobbies,
breaking.
watching movies, so doing some warm up exercise with my friend. Yeah, it happens. So movies in Amazon Prime. Things I do working with my friends outside projects. So I'm looking for automation.
Oh my God. You involved automation also. Okay. So one more, Gopi Chan. Where are you from?
Yeah, Usha.
Where are you from?
I am from Vijayawada.
Oh, wow. So what are your hobbies?
For you.
My hobbies when I was there in India, I like to play badminton and cricket and watching movies.
Okay.
Here it will change in US.
Yeah. Perfect. So, okay, let me share. Oh, I'm already sharing my screen.
Usha, can I share the screen?
Yes, please.
How that work? I will delay.
I'm sorry, what is that work called?
The homework I
Homework.
last
Okay.
time. Sorry.
I heard like horror work. What
No,
is that horror?
sorry. No, it's little horror because I learn each and every part.
Yeah, it's okay. Not at all.
How can I share this document? Share me.
At the bottom, you can see share screen.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
will- okay.
Are you able to share your screen? Just click on share screen.
Yeah, click this, but
Yep.
yeah, I can. Yes, I can. Can you see?
Wow. Yes. Perfect.
Oh. Is it right?
Yeah, this is actually absolutely fine because you really did a good work. Trust me.
Okay, thank you, thank you,
Yeah, just for one class, you guys are awesome, really.
thank you.
Yeah, it's really good. So, anyone wants to show me? All done? You can open your Zoom again and you can stop sharing. Okay. It's not another screen. Let me share. So guys, what is a unit testing? Okay, wait. Everyone will say. So let me start with lucky fellow Nazreen. What is a unit testing?
So yeah, unit testing is a type of functional testing. It comes under white box testing.
Perfect.
And in this unit testing, we actually test each and everything like individually.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Aditi, please continue. What is the unit testing?
You're talking to me, right?
Yeah, Aditi.
Aditi,
Aditi.
or me?
Yeah, it's okay.
Usually unit tests done by developer because it's white box testing. They check each module, block of the code. If it's right, they find the bug and fix it. Right?
Okay. Yes, yes, perfect. So can you give me any example for unit testing?
Examples.
Can I give?
Never done
Yeah.
it.
Okay, someone. Yes, you can give.
Yeah, unit testing is suppose for a calculator,
Mhm.
there is some units, means some one of them is adding,
Yep.
one of is subtraction, division. So these
Yes.
all are the separate units.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Perfect.
We are separately testing everything, each and everything, not like integration or together. Each and every
Exactly.
component is being tested.
Yes, but each component called is an unit.
Exactly. So thank
I'm
you so much.
sorry, I missed. Sorry, I was not able to unmute myself.
Okay. I mean, who is this?
Aditi, this is Aditi.
Adit. Okay. 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 Now you can.
Yeah, unit testing is testing the individually components and modules. For example, WhatsApp application, if you
Mhm.
want to send a message, right? So that is one individual component, sending message. And
Perfect.
this is done by developer.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. So, what is integration testing, Rajini?
Combining the units is called a integration testing.
Yes.
Yesterday we have taken the example of car. If there are multiple, let us think there are multiple units in that, like mirrors come from one company, like car come from one company. All together they have combined
how the
tech.
modules communicate with each other.
Yep. Exactly. They'll be integrated together, two or more components. They perform a testing that is called as an integration testing. They'll combine two or more components together.
Yes.
So, what is smoke testing?
It's a high level testing.
At the early stage of the development, we will start the smoke testing.
Yeah, it will be always starts with the initial build. It's not a stable build. For the initial build, we'll be performing a smoke testing. Still, what else? What is the smoke testing? Dhruti.
Yeah, checking the URL, like URL is working properly or not. Like if we click the URL, it's going, is it redirecting or not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is nothing but a basic application, basic testing. We'll be testing, performing only on critical features, whether these are working fine or not. In smoke testing, we only perform positive test cases. That means we don't check for the validations we don't give the invalid data. We'll be giving an accurate data and we'll be going with a positive scenarios only. So that comes under a smoke testing. Why the initial will be performing this particular testing is if there is something broken and it's a major one, so then there is no point of continuing the testing, right? So that is the reason at the initial stage only we'll be performing the smoke testing. So
If this testing is failed, then it does not require to move further. Actually,
exactly.
The whole build is rejected.
Exactly, the whole build will be rejected.
And then again, it will send to the developer.
Yes.
And Usha, I have one more doubt. Like yesterday, you sent us one PDF, right? This notes.
Yes, yes,
So in this
yes.
smoke testing and sanity testing, they are like explaining it has two actually.
Yeah, it does too. It's not same. Both are not same.
Okay. No, but yesterday I don't know, maybe I heard it wrong. I thought both were doing the same thing, but when I was doing the homework, okay.
No, they both are not similar. They look like similar, but they both perform both.
Yeah,
both
that's
are
what.
different ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
After
So-
functional testing, we do sanity testing, right? So if it
Exactly.
will fails, so if it gets passed, we'll go for regression testing.
Yes, if sanity testing
No,
is
before
performed,
that we have functional testing, right? Before regression.
In the functional only.
yeah, functional will be there. See, smoke testing in the sense, if there is any bug fixes, if developer asks QA to test, then we don't perform a smoke testing. Then we'll be directly performing a sanity testing or a functional testing. The smoke testing will be done when there are release builds. For example, I told you like every 2 weeks there will be release builds, right? I mean, something is going to release. So in that purposes only we'll be covering, or the initial when they are developing the application. Once they developed the application and everything is on the cloud, and if they are starting adding more features to it, or there is some code changes, then only for every releases we will be performing. Daily we don't go with the smoke testings, guys. When you're working in a live project, then you'll be understanding what kind of testings, where we'll be starting and everything. So, but we should know what all the definitions. So we are going to learn all this. So what is a sanity testing, Ligi? Sanity testing.
It's sanity testing performed after receiving a software. It's minor changes in the code. It's affect. It's a.
Can I?
Yes.
When developer develop the software, he will send it to QA person. When he will test the software, if it is there any bugs kind of thing, again he will send it to developer.
Yes.
And can I also add something, Usha?
Yes, please.
And in
The
the
same thing is
sanity testing,
right?
can I?
No, it's a sanity testing.
So
Sanity smoke test are same thing.
I was
Just they check the basic. If it's, the product is how do you call the application is stable. That's it.
Has been.
Yeah. So
No
you
further
just
Should I
you told me.
continue?
Okay. Yes, please continue.
So the sanity testing is, the thing is that they find no bugs in the application. So they check that is there any bug in that application, and after fixing that thing, they also check related application also, that bug didn't do anything wrong with other application also.
Exactly.
So
Perfect.
yeah.
So Ligi, now you tell me what is that sanity testing?
Still confusing.
Yeah, again I call your name. I know.
No, not the problem. I'm still confused because I am not.
It's okay. Let me tell you. Then you repeat after me. Okay. So it is performed after the bug fix. Okay. Sanity testing is always performed after the bug fixes. And here the build should be stable. That means we are not going to perform in the initial build. The build should be stable. That means everything, all the pages should be working fine. That is called a stable URL. Okay. So this will be performed after the bug fixes. If developer, we raise some bugs, developer fixes the bugs, again it will come back to the QA. So it is always performed after bug fixes. Sanity testing determines that the bugs are fixed and no other further issues are introduced to these changes. So this is called as sanity testing.
Okay, we find the bug and it has been fixed by developers. Then the issue introduced due to these changes.
Working properly or not?
Yeah, it's after fixing any further issues because
someone helped
after
me with the screen.
sorry.
Yes.
Can I add something?
Yes, yes, please. You always can.
Testing of raise bug fixed by the developer, and then whether we are QA team checking that whether it's working properly or not, and it is not affecting other functions of the software.
Perfect. So what is functionality testing? Liji.
Function.
Functionality testing.
It is.
Can I tell? Can I?
Yes, yes, yes.
Each
yes.
and every function testing is the functionality testing.
After the build, we have to check each
That
and every
all-
component,
yeah,
modules, and every functions. We have to check.
Like
And it focuses
finding
on
and
apps. It also focuses on
searching.
application specification rather than the actual code.
Perfect. So Kirti, can you give me an other definition?
Hi, Usha. So this is my first class, but yeah, I have been following you from the class one of the foundation.
Okay.
But I'm like in my own ideology,
Yeah, it's okay.
functionality. Yeah, functionality is something which a process which a process will be done, right?
Login, logout.
Like a product does its functionality, like does it process.
Exactly.
So, according to me, functionality testing is to check whether it is in appropriate speed. Um,
Okay.
is it like doing its its duty?
Exactly. So we are
Can I,
performing this
Usha,
particular
can I
test.
add?
Yes, please.
Like in functionality testing, they check all the links are working, buttons are working, that all this application is working in the right phase.
Exactly. So it checks the application of website or a system to ensure it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. That
Required.
The
what
functionality,
what
functionality of the
required.
test confirms
And
the
Usha, can I
functionality of the
add?
application.
Yes, please. Yes, please. You can.
In this functionality testing, one more thing, the tester has to test the program and not the entire system also.
Exactly. So thank you guys. So regression testing. Wait. Shahana. The ultimate of, maybe this is the king of the testing. So regression
Yes.
testing.
Yeah.
Regression testing is a black box testing technique.
Yeah.
It is used to authenticate a code change in a software does not impact the existing functionality of the product.
Okay.
Can I add, Usha?
Can I add?
Yes, please. Yes.
So regression
Before
testing is like before, okay,
deliver
before
the software.
releasing
Wait.
at
Come
the
on.
same time. If you want, you can go first, please.
You carry on. That's okay.
Okay. So the regression testing, according to me, like before releasing any application, regression testing is done that everything is right in the place before releasing to the customers.
So in what scenarios will be performing regression testings?
Like
Give me any two
After
scenarios.
major.
Any new changes that have been done in between.
Exactly. When there is a change requirement. Yep.
Yeah. And it
After
involves
fixing any bug.
and it involves both functional and non-functional, both are taken care of.
Perfect.
And after fixing any bug.
Okay. When the defect is fixed. Perfect. So it is performed when new functionality added to the application. For example, if the website has just a login functionality, that means which allows users to log in only with an email. Now they have added, can log in with either a phone number or can even add with an Facebook account. So that is what some new functionality is added. And when there is a change requirements, for example, in the login page, we can see username, password, and login button. So here they remove the password. If they want to add, if they click on login, the link will be sent to that particular email ID or a phone number to the registered address. So from there they can log in. So this is called change requirements. And when the defect is fixed, for example, if there is a login button is not working, so QA raised a bug and dev fixed it. Okay, again QA has to retest it. So we did that, and it is working absolutely fine. And now test other functionalities which is related to that particular login page. That means all the buttons in the entire application, whether this got affected or not, that particular. So these all scenarios will be. Can you add one more scenario for this regression testing? Anyone?
But it will not break the entire process.
Yeah, it should not break. It should never break. Okay, can anyone give me a performance issue fix? When there is a performance issue fix, what comes under a performance? Okay, performance comes under
login.
Yeah,
interaction with system, whether to check login means server gives us what we can say.
Loading of the page.
Yeah, loading.
Non-functional. Load and
For
stress
example,
testing.
How much time is it taking?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Previously, it used to load for 5 seconds, and we can reduce the load time to 2 seconds. That is what the performance.
But isn't it that is non-functional?
Yeah,
Like
regression testing comes under both functional and
non-functional. Okay.
Yep. So
Usha, I have a question like about the regression testing. So
yes.
This is a chain of testing, right? To check
yes.
any application, we have to start from the black box testing. The first step is integration testing. After done with the integration testing, we have to come in the next section, smoke and sanity testing. So it's like step by step. We cannot skip any of the step, right?
Yes, we cannot skip any of the step. At this, I mean, in the releases. Okay, when you're working in the live, for example, daily I don't start with an integration, smoke, functional. Daily I don't go like that. So daily I'll be testing whatever the developer fixes the bugs. We'll be retesting for those complete week. Once there is a release, then we'll be performing smoke, sanity, regression only at that particular 2 to 3 days. That's it. So daily we don't perform these all testing, guys, because if it's okay, you'll be understanding once we explain a live project. Okay.
Okay.
So it is different, right? In waterfall, it is different, and in agile methodology, it is different.
Yes. Both are different.
Okay.
Yeah, when you are learning about that models, then you understand. So, and also we'll be performing a regression testing when there is an environment changes. For example, we have updated the OS from database from MySQL to Oracle, or there will be many versions, right? For example, Chrome browser current version may be 106. Again, they may change it to 109 or 110. So then that particular version should support the code. So like that, then when the version is updated, it should not break any application. So in that cases also we'll be performing a regression test. So what is a system testing?
When we are testing the whole system.
It is fully integrated, testing the fully integrated system.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All the functional and non-functional
of an application.
Everything.
Exactly. Yep, perfect. So if I open this particular Word page, every button, every functionality whole system should work. So that is what is system testing. So what is the user acceptance test?
It's accepted by the consumer.
Testing the software by the developed by this testing of the software by the user to check whether it can be accepted or not. Like the client or the end user is going to test the software so that they know, they check whatever they required, it is meeting the requirements and all, and whether it can be accepted or any changes have to be made further.
Perfect.
And it is done before going into live. Before it goes live, we do
before it goes live.
And it is done by alpha testing and beta.
It's a beta testing.
Yes. So Madhuri, can you tell me what is an alpha testing?
It's alpha testing is tested by developer.
Okay.
It's tested by testers within the organization.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who are working in the same organization, the testers will be working.
And beta testing is done by customers.
Performed by customers.
By the user,
Real user.
Exactly. Perfect. So it's done by the real users outside the software company, the production environment. So, Okay, so now we are going to discuss about a non-functional testing. Any idea what is a load testing?
Like how much time
Load
it takes to
testing.
Sure,
load
can you
from
repeat
one.
beta testing?
Beta testing is, yeah.
For
See, it is
example,
done. Beta
It's
testing is done by
performed by
the real
customers.
user. Yeah, it is done by the real users outside the software organization, outside the software company. So it is done in the production environment. That means I have developed one application, so I'll be just releasing it to the cloud. So you are going to perform that particular testing.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Real user. You are the real user, so you are going to test that particular. So that comes under a beta test.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So load testing.
Like how much time
Usha.
it takes to load from one page to another. For example, if we click on login, it shouldn't be like taking long when we click on
Okay.
the login.
I
That is
for
Load
example,
testing is when
If it
all
is
the people load the. Okay.
for example, if the number of users are increased and if they are trying to access, for example, Amazon website, then how
Yeah, this
Amazon
is right.
website will
it will test the response time.
No, it's performance testing.
Yeah, that comes under performance. And load testing is nothing but how a system behaves under an
Various users
expected
are.
load. It's not like an unexpected load, under an expected load. For example, if my application has an access to per day 1 lakh customers, so whether that 1 lakh customers are logging in at the same time simultaneously, so it can handle it or not. So that comes under a load testing. For example, if you are testing a printer by transferring a large number of documents for a printing, so those can how much load it takes, it is capable of, it can handle that load or not. Expected load, because I designed my printer just to take 100 documents for one go. So can it handle 100 documents or not? It's an expected, it should handle 100 documents. So load testing is nothing but which is it can handle, how much it can handle in an expected load. So stress, can you answer me what is this stress testing? This is different from a load. Stress,
How much software can handle?
There
How
is
much?
the stability and
yeah, stress is something like, see, now we have divided our session to approx a week or 2 weeks. So if I make you sit for one complete day, and if I start and if I'll finish in 8 hours, so how you'll feel, guys? It's a lot of stress for you, right?
Yeah.
That means that is beyond the threshold. So that is nothing but a stress testing. So it is designed to increase the number of simultaneous requests on a system beyond the upper limit of resource. That means if it can handle only 1 lakh customers per day, but if I'm allowing 2 lakhs, so it's beyond the threshold. So that comes under a stress testing.
It's like a overload?
Yes, it's exactly like an overload. So it can't handle it. So that kind of what will happen if I'm, so initially we'll be performing testings, right? So that if that particular application can handle only 1,000 customers, but I'm increasing to overload, I increase at the threshold level to 2,000. If I'm checking that particular application, if I'm performing some tests, so that kind of testing is called stress testing. Okay, I need to check whether the application crashed or not, or it's still stable. So that kind of, so we'll be having a different tools for the load and stress testing. Don't worry, that's a completely a different career. If you want to go for that type of, you need to choose a different path. They'll have a separate tools to handle these all things. Okay. So what is a compatibility testing?
How it behaves in different, like how it behaves in different environment, like on
Different
the compatibility to the with different environments.
systems and different OS.
Devices.
Perfect. So you all know what is a compatibility. So testing the same application in same environment, but having different versions, that comes under a compatibility. Same environment. So I'm using the Chrome browser only, but I'll be with the different versions. I did not update my version yet. So it's still 105. So in some other system, it may be 101, in some other 106. So same browser, but different versions, that comes under a compatibility. And different OS, different OSs and different browsers, different devices. So this all comes under a compatibility test. Okay.
Like once, for example, if WhatsApp is working in every like Android OS.
Yes, exactly. in any device, like web application, mobile application. So those all comes under.
Yeah, in any device, that is the compatibility testing.
Exactly. So security. What is the use of a security?
Like to protect
Like
data.
it is to check if all the application is free, free from threats or bugs like that, something like that.
To protect
Perfect.
data and maintain the functionality.
Yes. Then we keep pins and passwords, right, for our mobiles.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is mainly used to discover the weakness, any weakness of the application or any risks or any threats in software application. So these all for to attack, to stop the nasty attacks from outsiders and make sure the
Virus
security
and
of our software application is absolutely fine. So these all are security. For example, let's take any website, Amazon. This is an international one. Okay. See, I'm just copying this URL because I can't see what is displayed here. I'm just pasting here. See, here you can see HTTPS, right? So can you tell me what is this HTTPS stands for?
Security.
Security.
Protocol.
Transfer protocol.
Hypertext transfer.
For the data transfer.
Hypertext transfer protocol.
Yeah, hypertext
Secure.
transfer protocol secure. So it is nothing
Secure.
but secure. So when it has S, so that means the website is secured. Few websites, like small applications or a static websites, we can't see this particular S. So it will be HTTP. So that means it's easily accessible to everyone. Anyone can hack. If you are really good at programming or ethical hacking side, definitely you can hack it. So like that. And security testings, we can also test in many ways. If you are any application, you just right click and click on inspect. And if you go to the network, so whatever action you're performing, so there will be new pages opening up. So just go with one. See here, I can see the status code as 200. So that means we are getting some response and it is everything fine. By using few tools, we'll be performing a security testing also. In live application, I'll just show you how my organization performs a security testing. Don't worry about it. But if you want a more, like we'll be having a penetration testing, like which is called as pen test. So these all will be what my organization, what it does, it takes from another organization help who are having really good knowledge at security testing. So they'll be using different tools to perform those kind of testings, whether how to build a firewall to this application. So this all comes under a security testing. So how without any attacking purpose and whether my website is there. See, okay, for example, let's take this Amazon.in. If we want to check whether this particular website is weak or it is good, that means how stable it is. There is an online application called SSL Labs Test. See, you can see here SSL Server Test. So from this, you can see, let me show you. I'm just going to run this HTTPS Amazon.in. There are many servers for this particular application. These all are servers. See, you can see it is in an encoding, encrypted format. You can't see what is the server name and anything. So once it may take time, once it loads, then you can see the rating of that, whether it's A grade or a B grade, how much it will be expired, what is the expiration date of this particular website. And then they need to update, right? For everything will be having an expiry date. We need to renewal. It can be any policies or anything. We need to renew for every year, right? So those all information you can see. Okay, let me open another URL because this really takes a lot of time. Amazon is not a small application. I'm just giving.
Can you count it?
Yeah, I didn't touch that.
I have just given insurefor.com, one of the applications. This application is to create a policies for the persons who are traveling from one place to another place. Let's check. See, it is going through each and everything. It is taking testing session assumption, something. It is testing each and everything. See, here you can see this particular application is valid from 31st July 2022 and it's going to expire within 1 month and 7 days. So this information we can see. That means this HTTPS S is there, right, in this particular URL, that is going to expire within 1 month and 7 days. So they need to renew again. So once it is loaded, it will be giving a rating called A or B, or if it is a fail, F rating. So if the application is A or A plus, then it is fine. If it is a B, we need to upgrade it something. We need to do some modification. And if it's a F or it comes as a T, that means we can't trust that website. So there are different parameters to test all this testing. So for now, it's okay. Let it load. I'll just leave like that. So you can finally see some grade. So that comes under a security testing. It is just to discover whether the website is weak or not, and there is any risk for this website or any threats in software application, and also to stop the nasty attacks from the outsiders. So for these all purposes, we'll be performing a security test. So after the recovery testing, any idea what is a recovery testing?
Means if we forget password, we can the
Data recovery.
Exactly. Any more? Okay, I'll give you an example. Then you try to tell me the definition. For example, if I'm updating an OS, okay, in my laptop, okay, or in my system, if I'm updating an OS, suddenly, due to the charging or my mobile got switched off. If it is a laptop, I just unplugged or internet connection is gone. So that means
your data will be.
The system can recover that data or not.
Yeah, exactly. Again, if I restart my mobile or if I plug, if the internet is back to my laptop, it has an ability to recover. That means it has an ability to continue where it stops. Instead of starting from the beginning, whether it can continue receiving the data. That means it should resume. As soon as I close this button, it should pause. It should not close for me. It should pause for me. Then once I restart my system, it should has a capability of to resume from that particular point. So that comes under a recovery test. So
if any system crash happened, that system can recover.
Any failures happen, so after that again when we open it, it has to work from like where it stopped.
Exactly.
Okay.
So how well an application is able to recover from crashes or hardware failures or any other similar problems. So that comes under a recovery test. See guys, this is what we'll be getting an overall rating for the insurefor.com. See, for it's an Amazon, it is taking BB, something. These all also should come, then only you'll be getting a final rating. So that is how we'll be performing a testing. This is one kind of testing. This is not the only the security testing. We'll be having many different tools to perform a security test. So now, what is usability testing?
Usability testing is for the disabled people.
How
Yes.
user friendly that?
Yeah, that means real
Web
users will be performing. Yep.
How user friendly the application is for the end user?
Yes. Still, any more examples? The goal of the usability testing. Come on.
Asking the customer whether
if there is any new application.
How it was
Any particular
systems and laptops and iPad that.
No, it's
but
good to
isn't-
UI usability.
From the customer.
But I have a question. Isn't it
So
like the usability same as the UAT?
That is user acceptance. Yeah, it's slightly different. Yep.
This is like the, if any particular product, it has to be used by the like user and tested like that. Like for example, if laptop, any iPad or anything like that, we
Like
give it to the users.
It involves like observing users, how they are using it and how they are responding to it.
Exactly. If I released one Amazon website, for example, consider we all designed an Amazon website and we have updated into the cloud. So we need to observe how many users are going to interact with that particular application, whether they are able to easily navigate from one page to another. Or if I change it, for example, can you see my screen?
No.
No. Okay. You share.
Usha, I just want to know, is it similar to the beta testing? Like beta testing is almost related to the user, right?
Exactly. Real users will be performing in
Yeah.
beta testing. But what is this particular usability testing is nothing but we have designed an application and how easy the website is. That means beta testing comes under only that particular application. For example,
You are saying it's user friendly.
Yes.
How the software is user friendly means if we click on file open, then means file is opening. It's
yes.
How easy for
Just
you
to
to
understand.
access the site?
Yeah.
Now you can see my screen.
Yeah.
What is the page you can see?
The
chart.
testing.
What page?
Testing, dynamic testing.
Oh, Amazon.
Okay, perfect. So for example, if there is an Amazon, initially my logo is here, amazon.in, or for example, hello sign in is here. Okay. Today, our website is here. So I just want to observe how easily the users or the customers are easily able to navigate it. So for example, here is a hello sign in button. Today, I can see the most of the customers are using approx 1 lakh customers logged into this particular thing and everything is fine. So tomorrow I change this hello sign into here, somewhere in the corner. So easily customer can navigate it. Easily customer can access it. They can understand if I change any small application in this particular website, whether they can understand well or not. So these all comes under how good the website is. So these all similar I need to observe before. If no one is using this particular thing, if the hello sign in button, if I keep somewhere in the footer, no one can understand, right? Because in Amazon, so many times I searched for a customer service, trust me. So like that, if the particular interaction is not good for the user and the browser, then they'll definitely switch to the competitor. They'll just start with an Alibaba or a Flipkart. So that is how it should be easily interacted with the customers. Okay. And beta testing
Is
and
it done by the
usability
user?
is almost similar.
The usability test done by users or by testers?
By users. By users who
By
are
users.
using this product. That means if it is an Amazon, we are the users, right? So we need to understand this very well. It should not be tough. It should be user friendly. Whether I open it in my laptop or in a mobile, it should be very user friendly to the customers. So that is called a usability testing. How well the website is used by the users. So that is nothing but a usability testing. Few websites like what is the I forgot that website name also. A few years back we used to use that website, but now it's no more. And compared to Amazon and Flipkart, many will prefer Amazon because there'll be many updates, there'll be many offers, there are many products compared to the Flipkart. So like that, how well the website is there for the customer. That is nothing but a usability testing. So what are cookies?
You say external links.
Cookies testing.
Is it like any, what do you call?
Files.
Your password
The
saved.
browsing history.
Conditions.
Okay. Oh, I
The
opened
user's
an
information that is.
Whether the system is producing the cookies or not.
Okay, perfect. See, cookies is nothing but see, I opened in Google Chrome and I'm clicking here. See what I opened recently. I can see this all SSL Labs, Playwright, some information. So it is saving browser data. That means for the next time when I'm opening it, it is making me easier. So this is nothing but a cookie. Understood? Cookies are the files created by sites you visit. They'll be storing it in the backend. I can, if I want, I can delete it. I can remove all the cookies and clear the cache and everything. So cookies are something like to help us.
It's like a search history.
History.
Yeah, it's like a search history. You no need to go to the history and you no need to go and view that particular page. If I'm going, if I'm opening here, I can see directly here. So they make your online experience easier by saving browser data. If I'm going with an Amazon.in, if I'm searching for the more products at the same time, if I'm searching for any bags, travel bags, more number of times, what my Amazon helps is for the second time, if I open, I can see the recently searched is all about the bags. So that is nothing but a cookie testing. What is a cache? Any idea what is a cache?
Cache memory.
Memory.
Like temporary store.
Memory
Exactly.
allocated.
Exactly. It stores somewhere in the part of your system to help open faster. For the next time, if I want to open it, if I want to enter some, for example, okay, let me go with Gmail. Okay. See, it saved my username and password in my system already for me. So next time when I'm opening it, directly my email opens, right? So that is it is almost similar, cookies and caches. It always stores something in my system.
So it's like same like Amazon, right? The sign in is already there, right? We don't
Yes,
need to sign it every time.
Every time, exactly. So that is what is nothing but a cookie testing. And in some websites, we'll be having cookies, accept cookies or reject cookies. Not in many websites will be. We can see that.
Same like the credit card details, right? The credit card details are always there. We don't need to
always save. So those all comes under a cookies test. So actually, someone asked
How do
me
you
what
do
is a
the cookie
GUI.
testing?
I'm sorry.
How do you test the cookies?
Actually, the real time in an organization, like it's a live project, we don't test a cookies and the cache testing is only performed in a local system. That means today I'm opening an Amazon and I have signed in and I clicked on save password. So tomorrow doesn't ask me to enter a password, right? So that kind of testing is nothing but a cookies testing. Okay.
Hey Usha, I want to ask one question.
Mhm.
Yesterday you have just opened Jenkins or like something. I don't know what is that. Can you please explain it again?
Yeah, we are going to cover that soon. Jenkins is nothing but for continuous integration and continue. I opened Jenkins as an example, right? Just to show you what is the local.
You open it, but I'm not to get that point. So
No,
I
just want
I
you
just
to.
write that and I forgot to ask you.
No, that Jenkins will be using for a continuous integration and deployment purpose. That means if you want to deploy something or local into the cloud, then we'll be using Jenkins. Yesterday, why I opened that particular, because I want to show you what is a local host. Local host is nothing but something which is only accessible to me. Myself means only for my system. So what I'm performing in this particular URL, only it is allowed in my system, the same Jenkins. So here you can see a local host. So that means it's only for my local, only for my system. So like that, each and every individual. For example, yesterday we all downloaded Sublimes, right? So your Sublime is your local, my Sublime is my local. Whatever you're performing in your Sublime, I can't see it. I don't have an access to it. So like that. So those are nothing but a locals. So for that, local UAT and production websites, I just open this local.
Okay.
So
Thank
it's
you.
okay. Slowly we'll be learning Jenkins. Don't worry about it. It is a continuous integration, continuous deployment tool. It is mainly useful for if you want to deploy something into the cloud from our local missions. So we'll be using that kind of tools. We'll be learning those slowly. Don't worry.
Okay.
So can someone tell me what is the graphical user interface?
GUI.
GUI.
It's the website, right?
Picture.
Yep.
Yeah, picture.
How it
Everything. Website.
when we click
This
something,
one.
we are interacting with
It's the interaction between the client and the server.
Like how it allows the user to interact with the electronic devices.
how we are visualizing how it is moving.
Yeah, it's completely about a graphical. That means, see here you can see the some image, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means I can easily, I don't read what is the bottom. I can, if I want to search some toys, I'll just click on this. How well the interaction with the graphical user interface. So this means I can understand it. These are books. This means something related to. So if it's a music, so if I see the image itself, I know what it is. If it is means it's a clocks. So like that. So yeah, how it is one of the unique type of software testing. So that is frequently used to check the graphical user interface, how good the application is with the images and everything. It's not only comes under an images. See, there are two types of interfaces. For example, CLI, that is command line interface, like how we are opening a CMD. For example, this is a command line interface. So here what you're doing, if you are entering some IP config, you'll be getting related to IP in this particular code only. What you are sending the request, you are getting some response. So this is, you can't see any graphical interfaces, right? You're giving a command, it is showing me the output. So that's it. So second interface, this is nothing but a command line interface.
So Usha,
Mhm. Yes, yes.
Usha, then what is UI? Like I know the full form, like UI stands for user interface. So
that is
without the graphics. So can you please show on your screen the example of the user interface?
Yeah, that is what that. See, this is command line interface. I'm just, you can't see any kind of graphics, no text box, no checkbox, nothing. So I'm just, this is command line. GUI is nothing but graphical user interface. So Amazon website is a graphical user interface. So here I can see the drop downs. If I want to click, I can enter some text. See, need help. If I see there is something, there will be radio buttons. So you can see all, each and everything in a graphical way. So that is nothing but a graphical user interface. Let me give you more examples.
So it we always say it's like GUI. We never use like UI. If I say UI, then how I can give the example?
Both are same. Both are same. Whether it's a UI testing or it's UI. Yes, yes, both are same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's nothing but something you can see. That is nothing but a user interface. Both are same.
Both are same. Okay.
Usha,
Got
I
it.
have one doubt.
Yes.
So, with HTML and CSS, you can design a web page, right? So
Yes.
why do you need a graphical user, like graphical user interface? With that also, we are able to design the website. Like, how does it look, and we can add colors to it.
Yeah, combination of HTML, CSS, everything combinedly forms a graphical user interface, guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, the front end, what you see is this particular radio buttons or text box or a checkbox or a list box. These all, the backend code is HTML and CSS only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. To view
And
like
Usha,
this, we are using that code. Yep.
I have a question. Like yesterday, I asked you about the module and components, right? So, for example, and you gave the example of pizza. The 6 pieces and the toppings are components. So, for example, if you're showing this screen for now, right?
Yes.
So, home, software testing, Selenium, Appium, JMeter, JUnit, these are called modules for now. And if I click something like home, and the subtitles come under the home, those are called components.
Exactly, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Perfect. That is what.
Sorry,
that
what?
Is what that is what I meant. Yes, that is right.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Usha?
Thank you. Yes.
With the help of CSS, we can add images, right?
Yes. With the help of CSS only.
Okay. Okay.
HTML node added, like instead of a BG background color as some white or something, if you use URL, then you can add an image. So you can try. Anyways, you all designed a forms, right? In that particular form, try to add one image. Then you will be understanding. With the help of CSS only, we'll be adding the images.
Okay.
Yeah. So any more doubts from today, functional and non-functional testing? Because this is really important for a manual test, not even a manual, for a QA engineer, this is really mandatory.
Usha, can you tell me again the 2 types of GUI? Because you pause in between actually.
Yeah, there is 2 interfaces, 2 types of interfaces. That means one is CLI, command line interface, and other is GUI, graphical user interface. Okay, command line interface is nothing but it is used when we need to type some text. Here I typed an IP config, right? So I just given one command to my system. So it responds something. What I have asked, it is going to respond to the same thing. It just, whatever the command we are giving, it responds to that command. That's it. So that is nothing but command line interface. So graphical user interface is something, a communication between the user and an application in a graphical way. So for example, here I can see the search bar. Here I can see the drop down. There are many more. If I go to the cart, there is nothing in the cart, of course. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're seeing like with a graphical experience, so that comes under a graphical user interface. So mainly GUI is nothing but the communication between the user and an application, guys. If there is no graphical, if I just see a HTML dummy template, or if it is my application Amazon is like this, do anyone understand it? No one can access it, right? That means it takes
easy.
some breaks. Yeah, it's not user friendly. So that is the difference between a command line interface and a graphical user interface, or UI user interface.
All this
So,
Microsoft, Windows, Android, everything comes under GUI, right?
yes, exactly. Those all comes under a GUI. Those all are software.
Then why is the need of CLI?
So can I give one example?
Yes.
Yeah.
So on the command prompt, if you want to create a folder, right, you can create a folder with mkdir. That's
Yes.
command line interface, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
you can do the same thing while you can go to the desktop and create a folder
Yes.
there. So that is GUI, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, that is GUI. See, something you can easily understand. If someone is having a programming knowledge, then only they'll be doing like this, like an IT department, guys.
Code.
So if it is us, in our case, we'll be creating folder like this directly. So that is a graphical user interface and command line interface. Thank you. Thank you for the example. So this is how. And what is the use of command line interface? Yes.
Hey, Usha, my question is why is the need of command line interface?
Older version.
See, we started a last session. We are asking you what is the use of first session. Okay. This is without command line interface. If I want to check an IP config, or if I want to do ping, if I want to know whether the network is up and running in a remote desktop, if I want to check those all informations, how can I do it?
We need a command line for that.
But a normal person cannot do, right, unless he has some background or knowledge about it.
Actually, guys, see, if my mother don't need this all, exactly like our mothers don't need to access what is IP config, those all normal persons or kids, they don't require this all. So who requires these all commands? If I want to know what is my
Whether
number, then
network is
Like
working.
IT people require this command line interface, like who works in the backend, and people like us, like normal users, need the graphical user interface.
Graphical.
Exactly. Perfect. So, and we are not a normal, we are not, even though we are not belongs to an IT background, but we should know what is an IP conference, because we are working for a software company and we are a QA engineers. So we should know the basic knowledge of, because someone will definitely ask you, if you say that my system is hanging, they'll definitely ask. If you're working for a remote, they'll ask you, send me your IP address. So that is what, to learn those all, you should know. And ping is always useful, because if you are connected, if you want to connect the system which is in your office and you are working from home, if you want to connect that particular thing, you want to see whether the network is working fine or not.
Whether that laptop is on or not.
Exactly. And it is connected to internet or not. So for that purposes, we'll be using a command line interface. So we'll be using the basic commands, but the network guys will use a lot.
Can I add one more reason, Usha?
Yes, please.
So sometimes we can check logs and errors from on the server as well from the command line.
Yes, we can do it. We can even run, see whatever the program I'm running. If, for example, for an automation purpose, I'm just using an Eclipse here. Okay, here the log is nothing but a console window. In console window, I can see how many are passed and how many are failed and everything. So the same program, instead of running from an IDE, I can even run it from the command prompt. And when you're learning a Java, you can know how to run from an IDE, or how can you run a program with the help of a command line. So there you'll be learning those all. Don't worry about it. Okay. So just to understand, see, if it is a command line interface, this is how, whatever the command you are giving, you are getting the response to that particular command what you entered. But graphical user interface is something like this.
Anybody can use it, actually.
Exactly. Anyone can use it. Even second class also are purchasing something.
They can see the images. Yeah, they can see the images on. Anybody can use it.
Yeah. So that is how, guys. So this is all about a software testing. And tomorrow, I think our batch starts from 27th, right? If I'm not wrong, because I have checked my WhatsApp. Yeah. So then tomorrow I'll be showing the agenda of our manual testing part, because we are going to start with the manual testing from the beginning. So I'll be showing you the agenda. And tomorrow we are going to install our softwares like Java. And if it's an automation, Eclipse, or if it's a Java programs also, if you want to do, you can use it. And these Eclipse, these are nothing but an IDE, guys. Okay. That means if you want to run something, some program in your system, so we need to install some IDEs. It can be Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio, Eclipse, anything. But we'll be preferring an Eclipse. So tomorrow we are going to perform all the downloads and installations, and we'll be just go through the agenda of the manual testing. And from 27, we can hit the floor. Okay.
Are there any timings yet confirmed or no? We don't know.
Radhika will confirm.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll confirm, you guys. Don't worry about
Tomorrow
it.
is the last day for the foundation class?
Yes, last day for the foundation class.
Okay.
Is tomorrow or is today?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Friday.
Yeah. So I'm
25th of September.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is
Tomorrow
Thursday.
is Thursday.
Yeah.
For us,
Okay,
it's
Today
Thursday.
is
For
Wednesday,
India,
right?
but for India, I think it's Friday tomorrow.
Oh,
No, India will be Thursday evening.
Thursday. Yeah.
yeah.
Friday, Saturday, no class. Second from Sunday, I think we
Oh,
start,
okay. Got it.
But no,
Monday
this
we
time
have
the class starts on Monday actually. 27th is Monday, right?
Yeah.
27th is the Tuesday.
No,
It's a Monday.
Monday.
No.
Monday.
27th.
Class will start from 27th.
Yeah, 26th
Yeah.
class is cancelled.
Tuesday.
People will-
26 is
26th you
orientation
have the
class.
orientation
So
day,
that's
and
cancelled
27th
actually.
you have the class.
Hello. Open your calendars in your laptops, guys. Come on.
There
If
will
I
be
leave for
class
1 minute,
on 25th of September. Is there any class?
It could
then you're having an orientation class, right?
No, it's on
No, it is on
26.
26th.
That's on
26 is that
26th, Usha.
orientation
It's
class,
changed.
right?
It's changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
change.
we got a message in WhatsApp, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So perfect. They'll be having an orientation class. That is then from the next day, we are going to start our actual class.
Yes.
And Usha, like today's this the notes of this non-functionality testing, will you send
Yes,
us?
I'll be sharing
send
you
us-
with you. I'll be sharing with you guys.
And for the tomorrow downloads, are you going to send any link or like that, or we are doing it on live or like?
Live.
Maybe live.
Everyone, just stay with your systems. I will be sending you the documents. Who are unable to download tomorrow, I'll be sending you the document. But maximum everyone will be doing, because we'll be getting a few doubts. And someone says the installation is not happening, what to click next. So for that purposes only, we'll be covering.
Okay, can you please send the names if we are having it on our laptop, then why we need to reinstall it again?
Yeah. If you're having Java is mandatory.
Yeah, you are saying that
Yeah, tomorrow
Visual
class.
Studio or like that. So I am asking.
Whether yours is a Mac, just go with a Mac. If it is if you are downloaded today itself is also absolutely fine for me, guys.
You
And
can
tomorrow
just ping it in our WhatsApp group.
Yeah, I'll be doing it. I'll be doing it.
Okay, thanks.
Perfect, guys. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. Good night, all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Usha.
Have a nice day.
Nice day.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good morning. Bye.
Bye. Thank you all.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a